hits. I forgot to record all my greatest hits. I don't really give a shit, but I forgot to record all my greatest hits. I'm standing next to a pair of green shoes. Standing next to a pair of green shoes. Searching for the key of beef heart. Looking for my sweetheart. I'm searching for the key of beef heart. Here we go. I forgot to
We talked about that today.
Who's your favorite philosopher?
Me. I have a lot of wisdom that I want to...
Chaos is a sing-along. 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 I brought my organ. Chaos is a sing-along. I brought my organ. My name's Dax Norman, not Dexter Morgan. Chain link rhymes, rhymes, designed forward and backwards in time. My laboratory, jump back on the scene, straight out a dream, within a dream, ain't got no green light. Motivations maintained, faded and modified by my algorithms. Chaos is a sing-along. I brought my organ. Chaos is a sing-along. I brought my organ. My name's Dax Norman, not Dexter Morgan. Maintained, faded, and modified by algorithms of altruism and algorithm. I'm alive now as I ever was. I'm alive now as I ever was. If I ever was alive. I'm just a human. I'm just a human. I'm just a human. I'm just a human. I know some shit, but I don't know shit. I don't give a shit, but it feels better to take them. I make new mistakes even when I innovate. Even when I innovate in whatever mental state, don't pump the brakes. Don't pump the brakes. Don't pump the brakes in whatever mental state. Chaos is a sing-along. In a fit of inspiration. I saw and felt my consciousness explode. I woke up screaming. I woke up screaming, but I awoke. I woke up screaming, but I awoke up in the red. The mask hiding your true intentions will never conceal your beauty. Loosen up the eyeballs of the dead. Loosen up the eyeballs of the dead and not yet living. The dead and not yet living are all on you. Sadly sincere, subservient to irrational fear, subsisting on synchronicity. May you be forever propelled by the power of your purest intent. Cleopatra's melting motorcycle, burning for you. Chaos is a sing-along. Chaos is a sing-along. And I brought my organ. My name's Dax Norman, not Dexter Morgan. Cleopatra's melting motorcycle. Tempestuous, fatuous, tentative treacle. One more booger in the nostril cosmos. Their faces disappeared into one another. One more booger in the nostril cosmos. Their faces on their faces as they disappeared. As they disappeared, their faces into one another as the kiss rippled, rippled through dimensions. I'm yogurt, I'm fruit and carrots, applesauce, parfait, parlay all day, this albatross, all day strong. Bart Simpson pimpin'. My heart is for art, if yours is too. Chaos is a sing-along, and I brought my organ. Shattering all self-destructive intentions, Mark pimpin'. Everything I do, also for you. But this financial malfeasance is not self-pleasing. Got me feeling like drop-dead Fred. Surprise, I irrationalize. Love, Buddy Holly, for real. Not fade away. Reggie Miller, Michael Jackson Thriller. Chaos personified. That year I thought I died. 2016, where is my mind? Sunshine, pay no mind, I feel fine, Pay no mind, I feel fine, says the owl in the daytime. Inert edifice, insert orifice, artifacts, artful facts, crossing tracks, cross my heart, Simpson Bart, pimpin', feeling me up, redirected, didactic, elastic, resurrected, dancing butt naked. At the cemetery, I sought to be what I ought to be, creativity, unfettered sweatily. parables unbearable. All these pantsless sycophants can't even dance.
Can't even dance.
Don't you know I've been to France?
Don't you know I've been to France?
Overdosed with romance, laced with trance, inducing musing, spewing mental fitness. Patrick Ewing, recovering, itching, smothering, itching feathers.
Charlie
chaos
feathers, Charlie feathers,
Charlie
unfeathered, stormy weather,
Daniel's cocker spaniel, cracked enamel, vintage flannel, threadbare, unaware, hot stare, flashes, talking trashes.
in iconic, ironic mustaches, iconic golden brass.
Chaos is a sing-along, talking trash in iconic mustaches. Ironic, brash, bold, so I've been told. Soul never sold, pushing buttons for Benjamins. Franklin's Barbie, moss and mold, reverse growing old. True love never waits cold. Tom and Jerry dating, VHS mating, ritual glistening, Ulysses is listening. In headphones
to E.T. phoning home, calling Sly Stallone, getting stoned, watching Home Alone, lost in New York.
Newark, making new work purpley, chain link rhymes. I've got a box full of art that I'm willing to part with. Chaos is a sing-along, I brought my organ. My name's Dax Norman, not Dexter Morgan.
Regardless of my lack of knowledge of the true nature of reality.
This recording is translations of reviews of Dax Norman internet animations from Asia and Russia. Translations from Google Translate into English. Crazy, grotesque, mental patients painted, United States surreal, GIF ghost, Dax Norman, GIF devils, Dax Norman, non-psychiatric patients, please detour. Tips, normal friends can press the back button. Schizophrenic friends, please stay to enjoy the climax. Thick and big, guarantee cool.
Thick and big, guarantee cool.
Thick and big,
Thick and big,
guarantee cool. Dax Norman, graphic designer from Austin, Texas, is not enough to describe the words of madness, and allow me to praise him with the highest praise. It's a neuropathy.
It's a neuropathy.
In his GIF, you can see the shadow of many classic works and contemporary masters' works. So I do not understand the art. I have seen more headache after. Do not cry. Slut will laugh. Do not cry. How to do long grass online. Very urgent. In fact, I am a Birdman.
I am a Birdman.
In fact, these are titles that were given to individual GIF loops, now translated and read as prose. In fact, I am a Birdman. Would you like to smoke well? Your teeth are stained with 2 JJ. My juggling technology is not bad. My juggling technology is not bad. What is this ghost in the end? What is this ghost in the end? Is no longer a single dog, surrealist Dolly, are not allowed to say my fat. Whether it is for the first change or change body does it not. Bird is better than the butterfly. Bird is better than the butterfly. Thomas Roundabout, unlimited weeks. Your mind, you are really filled with faces. I mean feces.
You're really
filled with feces. So many legs. So many legs. I want to see who's good. Great geographical changes, but I
really need to do eye exercises.
A little bad, tasteful animation. A little bad, tasteful animation. animation artist in Texas, Dax Norman. We mainly produce CG animations, GIFs, music videos, and so on. First of all, please watch his GIF videos. Using familiar characters or using primary colors makes me look relatively catchy. Relatively catchy, perhaps. It is more curved in this person's head. This is the omnibus of his animation work. Sir, I mean psychedelic or so. It is already in the area of bad hobby past it. Although I do not understand the meaning at all in the whole story, I got the impression of necessary evil because it is packed with humor and ideas that only he can think of in sessions at all. Personal ripping system. I will keep watching for some reason. Free will is the clown. Free will is the clown. So in a grayscale before the previous somersault. So in a grayscale before the previous somersault. We have to solve the body, body problem. Female version of Criminal Days on the great geographical changes of anger may be crowned or sensualized. Stand up cannot do the owner in this taste. On the necessity of physical extrusion of kissing. On the necessity of physical extrusion of kissing. American version of Sichuan drama face. Flesh hell ball.
Flesh hell ball.
Learn something. This is called synesthesia. This is called synesthesia. Learn something about the surreal kiss of the human brain, dog, and the unknown creature. You are not honest yet. Rare rule once. See it or not, his mouth fades out of what's to come. Dow fried monsters, gift chart, bright eyes. Every picture is a bright blind freak. Do not meet the human body structure of things. Extremely crazy. It will always arouse people's hearts for the fantasy trip longing. Freak desert, all invincible.
All-encompassing fantasy freak longing, freak desert, all-encompassing. This is a David Gravy love song. This is a David Gravy love song. We love that you do everything wrong, everything wrong. How you pee over there, I think you need a new pair of underwear. This is a David Gravy love song.
So happens that many timelines of creativity intersect around this time. Somewhat mutually share a path. To me, being able to think of myself as an avant-garde artist that can mix together kind of idea I have, kind of visual style with multiple styles, plus time, plus things I'm making out in terms of production because I understand how to create in time. That means every single frame and reconsidering and design multiple possibilities. It's basically a system that can.
Just stepped out of my Subaru. Ooh, my Uberu. I just stepped out of my Subaru. Ooh, my Uberu. Uberu. I just stepped out of my Subaru. making moves, getting loose, and making moves,
Technology adds exponential option of imagination.
Exponential options of mathematics, exponential options of creativity, equation, mathematics, equation, exponential, freestyle, what? No, picture, perfect. I'm glad I wrote a speech. I brought my organ. I'm glad this is the first time I've ever played music in front of people before. I'm really good at drawing pictures in time, channeling the cosmos into something people think is pop art, but it's not. Maybe it is. I like to eat Pop-Tarts sometimes. A balanced life and a balanced breakfast is important. I don't know why I even care if you see the pictures. They're all on the internet, but I have this power of combining sound and pictures in a strange way, so it doesn't matter if I never played music before. I can play music if I want to. I got it. It's just sound. So this organ I bought at the thrift store down the street from my house is called Goodwill. We used to be hunters and gatherers back in the day. How many times have you died before? How many times do you remember? Well, anyway, I was a hunter and gatherer for this organ. It's the third one that I gathered and hunted. If you take the unit price of 3 organs, it's $120 for 3 organs. Although none of them, well, if you do the math, that's an average of $40 each per organ. And that's good. That's how much I paid for this one. But the other one was 40 plus 40 minus $5. The first one was $35. I found it half off at a church thrift store. That one serves as my entertainment center that carries my VHS player, which I watch my Alan Watts tapes and do push-ups to, upside down, next to the water across the street from my house by the park. But this is the third organ and the one I felt confident I could bring. The second one, although nice and reminiscent of the 1960s, which I love the music of so well, I figured I would have to be a passable piano player to pull off the illusion that I'm some sort of musical performer. But this one has drums. And that's all I really need, and all I really care to hear. Everything else is just icing, or sprinkles on a Pop-Tart. I just ride this groove out. I don't know how much time I got left, but I'm glad this organ is here with me. It's a good friend of mine. We talk to each other when we're alone. The scream in the dark, the shout. We catch each other when we fall. Chaos is a sing-along, chaos is a sing-along. I brought my organ. Chaos is a sing-along, chaos is a sing-along, chaos is a sing-along. I brought my organ. My name is Dax Norman, not Dexter Morgan. Chaos is a sing-along, chaos is a sing-along, chaos is a... Standing next to a pair of green shoes, staring next to a pair of green shoes. Playing in the key of Beefheart, searching for my sweetheart. I got the... Never played guitar before blues. But if I did, I want to play that guitar to make Stevie Ray Vaughan roll over. All I ever wanted to do was draw. But I gotta learn how to play some music, to fit it together, to introduce myself. My name is Chaos. You don't need to fear things that are coming. Inside chaos lies beauty, creation and destruction.
We're going to do a few questions, if that spurred any. Yeah, I see. Yeah, you want to be first, Allison? All right, go ahead. You say it and I'll repeat it, and Dax will answer it. And then we'll repeat.
I'm curious about when you know when you're done.
When you know when you're done.
I don't even know if y'all saw any of the animations, so I was like not focused on that as much as I usually am, but I kind of was. But then I'm like, why don't I just play the music, because I can do that, maybe. But how do I know when I'm done? All right, I do this stuff in Photoshop. Probably a lot of y'all know Photoshop better than me, even though I teach people how to draw in Photoshop, and I can do that well, but whatever. I make a bunch of layers. I have a drawing that I either just see. I sample stuff. Like a lot of times I sample myself mostly, but I'll see a picture and I'll just fixate on it and I'll kind of just hallucinate on it for a while, and then it's already done in my head. I just have to sit down. So I get in Photoshop and I'll say new layer, and then I'm just like, and I make a random amount of layers. And then I start drawing and get to the top, and I come back to the bottom, and I draw, and until it's obvious when it's done, because everything circles back to itself. But it's not one of those lame-ass gifs that people make and think they're making something where it's like move back. No, I have to disintegrate things and bring them back. So, look, artists are scientists, but we don't need to prove some hypothesis. You don't know what you're doing at first, and you find you do something at the end, and you're just happy with it, and you go with it. But later on, people will say, oh, 50 years later, oh, that's what that was. You know, so I've been to plenty of other dimensions, but I won't talk about that too deeply. I just draw it because there's certain things you can't explain with places you've been. And so it doesn't matter, it just comes out. Oh, there's a lot. Well, what methods of getting into other dimensions? You can do it in your sleep when you dream. That's a really good place. Or you can just like go through your day and you can just have something else going on in your head. Or you can look at a picture. A picture, to me, see, that's the funny thing. People that think about art or whatever, they all have their own ideas about what art is, but everyone else has you have your own idea about what it is. So as long as you hold on tight to that, you can just ride it. And so to me, drawing is very connective to everybody who's ever made anything. So to me, I never felt like I should leave drawing, because it's a connection to all of humans that ever lived, and pick something up and like touch something with it is a drawing. So to me, that's a window. So I can just sit at any picture and look at it, and I can like jump into that picture. So it's sort of like that. And so with these drawings, it's not about necessarily what the drawing is, but I'm pretty sure that I'm hiding some sort of code in these drawings. But the good part is that I don't know what the code is writing, but I know that I have to write it. What's up?
What's your favorite flavor of Pop-Tart? Who is Dax and I?
Okay. What is my favorite flavor of Pop-Tart, and who is Dexter Morgan? So, that's a tough question. When I grew up, it was brown sugar cinnamon, which seemed like the healthiest one. And then, now I gotta have, well, I just sometimes get these with my kids, and I only eat one of them out of the 2-pack, representing Tupac. Because I figured people aren't buying my damn art, so I have to show them I can make music too, and show them my cartoons. So that's what, I saw Tupac in a dream one time. But anyway, 2 Pop-Tarts in a pack, I eat one of the pack, sometimes. Who's Dexter Morgan? My name's Dax. It's short for Diogenes Alejandro Zanos. But sometimes people like try to play with your name just like they play with your name. And they're like, Dexter this, Dexter that. I've been trying to write lyrics, and I've been writing poems a long time. But it's funny, when you put a little drum beat behind it, it becomes sort of rap stuff. So now I think of them as lyrics, not poems, but it's the same damn thing. And my cartoons are poems too. But people don't have that jump of imagination between music and pictures that much, except for William Blake. But Dexter Morgan was a Showtime series called Dexter that was available still, probably, of course, that doesn't go away. Dexter Morgan was like this forensic analysis guy that worked for the Miami Police Department, and he was a serial killer. So what I'm doing in the subtext is saying, look, you might think I'm nutty, but I'm not a serial killer. I'm not Dexter Morgan. I'm way better looking than that fool. And I don't kill people. I just kill them with kindness. And my name's Dax Norman, and I was also looking for something to rhyme with organ. Thus, Dexter Morgan. So when you hear lyrics to a song or a poem, usually there's a double meaning in them. So one is the sound of the words, which is going with the rhythm of the beat or whatever. And the second is there's a subtext underneath it and saying, look, I'm not a psycho. Even though my ex-wife tried to put me in a mental hospital, I'm not. And I play an organ. First ever memory? Oh, I don't know. I definitely remember going to, oh, wait, where do I go with this? I don't know, wait. Who knows what year Terminator 1 came out? I definitely remember going to the theater to see Terminator 1. I definitely remember going to Disneyland when I was like 3. And that was the Summer Olympics of 1984 time, but we didn't see the Olympics, but everything was going on in LA, and I went to Disneyland. And maybe that's the thing about cartoons, because I like cartoons. Yeah.
All right, let's give it up one more time.